It feels like every December people expect a big plot twist in real estate. Prices dropping, market shifting, some dramatic turn, like there's a season finale coming up. But when we look at the data for Long Island, November has been telling the same story for years. Growth, steady, predictable, consistent. And honestly, in a world where headlines love chaos, consistency can be a pretty comforting thing when you think about it. Let's break down the November numbers for Suffolk and Nassau. We're going to talk about a huge local upgrade for one of our most important hospitals. And then we're going to take a look at a national story that has people talking about climate risks and just overall transparency in real estate. All right, welcome back to Long Island Real Estate with me, Sal Catalano. Thank you all for tuning in, especially during this jam-packed holiday season. So I definitely appreciate you taking a few minutes to listen to me ramble on about real estate in between all the shopping, the wrapping, holiday events, and just remembering to move that elf. So today we're going to take a look at 4 parts, just like we normally do. We're going to take a look at Suffolk, we're going to take a look at Nassau, and then we're going to take a look at the stories that are shaping our community, both on a local level and on a national scale. So without any further ado, let's dive in and let's take a look at the numbers. Suffolk County stayed steady through November. No big changes, no major surprises, and definitely no pricing collapse or anything like that you might see in some clickbait headlines. Homes are still moving, buyers are still active, and the overall pace is stable. But here's the bigger story. This is not a one-year trend. When you look at the last 5 years for Suffolk County, for November, the average sales price, you can see a pretty clear pattern. 2025, this year, $705,000. 2024, $650,000. 2023, $610,000. 2022, $552,000. 2021, $530,000. So we're talking about steady, predictable growth year after year. No spikes, no dips, just solid upward movement, even as interest rates bounced around over the last 5 years. So while I would love to hype things up and say major changes are coming, the numbers just don't show it. Suffolk has been consistent, and buyers and sellers can make decisions from a place of confidence because we've been here. If you have an agent who's been working in this market, it hasn't changed and doesn't look like it's going to be. Nassau told almost exactly the same story. Another month of reliable growth. Another year where November looked remarkably similar to the year before, but with stronger pricing. But just like we saw in Suffolk, the long-term story is even more important. Here are the last 5 years for Nassau County in average sales price. This year, like I said, $838,500. Last year, $775,000. 2023, $723,000. 2022, $680,000. In 2021, $670,000. So again, nothing but steady growth. So this is why when people ask me if they should, wait for a massive price swing or a sudden drop, I always point to history. Long Island does not behave like markets that are heavily dependent on speculation or building booms. We are a landlocked region. We are literally on an island by ourselves with slow turnover, strong community demand, limited space, limited inventory. Buyers who are prepared still have opportunities. Sellers who price correctly will continue to see strong activity. No one needs to panic or rush because numbers are just not showing rapid movement in either direction. But for both sides, it remains. You need to have a plan and you need to move purposely throughout the market. All right, so my biggest takeaway this month is very simple. The consistency of the market is the most important part of the story. Not the noise, not the predictions, not the hype. This type of steady, reliable, year-over-year growth is what builds long-term wealth for homeowners and creates a stable environment for buyers where you know what your agent should know what to expect, and you could create a plan. You can go out and get yourself a house or condo, whatever. You can get yourself a home. I would love to sit here and say dramatic changes are coming. If for no other reason, then it would help my YouTube engagement. But the data just doesn't support it. And honestly, that's a good thing. That's my take. This month's local story is one that means a lot to me personally. Good Samaritan University Hospital in West Islip just debuted a brand new 6-story patient care pavilion, a huge investment for the community and in the future of local healthcare. Both of my boys were born at Good Sam, and I'll always be grateful for the staff there. They were warm, kind, caring, incredibly supportive of my family and I. Especially our first boy was born right in the heart of the pandemic, so it was, quite the experience, and they made it, as great as it could be. So seeing new resources, new facility, and expanded patient care option makes me, genuinely happy for everyone who's going to walk through those doors, and for the staff, because, they deserve the best as well. This type of community investment matters. It improves the quality of life, it supports families, and it strengthens Long Island in a very real way. This is a real estate channel and a real estate video, so obviously all of that stuff is going to help property values and just make Long Island more desirable. Our national headline this month, and we need to talk about something that ties directly into Long Island life, and that is climate risk. A recent report highlighted that Zillow has removed climate risk data from property listings after agents and homeowners complained that it was hurting sales. Climate data is sensitive, but it's also important, especially for us, because as I mentioned earlier in the video, we literally live on an island. We have coastline, we have flood zones, we have wind exposure, we have natural risks that buyers and sellers need to understand. The concern for many groups is that removing the data makes it harder for buyers to make informed decisions. Others say that the data was too inconsistent, confusing, or even just too pessimistic. This is an important conversation because transparency always matters, and climate risk is not something abstract for Long Islanders. We've all seen damage. It's not that long since Hurricane Sandy. We've seen what can happen. This is a real factor for property values, insurance costs, renovations, long-term planning. And now I'm kind of on the fence about this because while I do want as much transparency as possible, the data could be inconsistent, and your best bet, go figure, the realtor is going to tell you your best bet is to partner up with a local realtor that can help you and guide you in figuring that stuff out. Okay, before we wrap up, I just wanted to say one more time, thank you so much for everybody watching this episode and just in general the channel as I've gotten it going this year. Really means a lot to me, especially taking some time out of your December to watch this one. I know it is super busy, like I said. Everybody's got a lot going on this season. So from me and my family to you, Merry Christmas, if that's what you guys celebrate, like my family and I. If not, have a happy Hanukkah. Have a joyous Kwanzaa. I hope you have an awesome New Year's. And if you don't like any of that stuff, I sincerely hope you find just some peace and quiet. Whatever it is, hope you enjoy it. Thank you guys for tuning in. Like, subscribe, and comment. I definitely want to hear what you guys do think about the real estate market, what you guys think it's going to be looking like going forward. And I will catch you guys on the next video. Thank you again.